Just breakdown of this upcoming matchup with the Rockets and some of the things that you'll have to do at a high level as a group.
Biggest thing is, eliminating as many threes as possible, and just having a focus on more than just James and Chris, but having a focus on everybody. They got guys that can shoot the ball. So we got our hands full. We got a lot of work, cut out for us, but they beat us last on our floor. So at this point, every game counts. We got to go there and we got to take care of business.
Paul, do you believe in an on switch when it comes to guys getting ready for the postseason?
Not necessarily. I believe there's an understanding of where the game needs to be taken to, though.
It's been a little while since we asked you about free agency. I think last time we talked about it was probably at All-Star break. I think in the interview you did with Rachel Nichols, you said you liked where you are in terms of Oklahoma City and where the team could go. How do you feel about that right now?
My answer is the same. As I told Rachel, I can see myself being here. I've been happy here. I've been happy with the organization. Been happy with my teammates. I reckon it's not what we want it to be, but I think I've enjoyed just learning and being around these guys. So my answer is still the same. I'm not going to let the playoffs or how we finish this season, persuade or indicate where I'm going to go this off season. I'm going to put everything into this, and again, I could definitely see myself being here.
There's kind of a perception, I'm sure, as you're aware, you kind of alluded to it, that it's on the line for the Thunder. They've got to impress you with the results here, and that every game there kind of seems to be that underlying factor. Do you sense that? Do you feel that people kind of react to games that way?
Not necessarily. I mean, this is our first year together. This is year one for this group. I didn't. We got a chance to win it all, but realistically, it takes time for things to build and chemistry to mesh, and just for everybody to be on the same page. So this wasn't a championship or bust coming into this for me. It was just an opportunity to see what it's like to be here and just to naturally just fall in love with it. And it's been that. It's been a lot of love here.
Did Andre's injury have any bearing on your thinking in terms of this team and what it can accomplish, and particularly in regard to your decision next season and where you want to be, because Andre was such an important part of the team and y'all were playing so well when he got injured?
I'm not sure I understand how you were asking that question.
For example, y'all were playing really well when Andre got injured.
Right.
You know what you guys were capable of. That was probably the best y'all were playing all season. And then to have him get injured, does that kind of affect the way you look at things? If we come back next season with a full strength roster.
Yeah, well, absolutely. That definitely changes a lot. Andre is a big piece. Him going down, it definitely was a big blow to us. But you got to look at everything. You got to look at what we can be. Imagine who we would be if Andre was here with us, playing with us now and in rotation. So, absolutely, you got to look at everything. You got to look at the team coming back, and with free agency coming up with other guys, who possibly could we go grab, and who could we, myself, Melo, Russ, who can we recruit here with us? So, you got to look at everything.
Paul, these last 3 games, how do you balance playing with that sense of urgency and then avoiding pressing at the same time?
We're not in a situation to press. We just got to handle what our job is. We're not on the bubble, trying to play and fight our way in. We're in right now. We got to sustain that. Again, it's not a scenario where, we're in a situation to be pressing. We just got to handle our job and close this year out on a high note.
You said the record isn't what you guys wanted it to be. If you're going to call this year a success, what ultimately has to be accomplished in these next few weeks?
I think, just building chemistry. Regardless how our season ends, I think we take the steps in the right direction. We learn. We get beat. But it's just about how our games are going and how we play as a team that will determine what we've learned all year and how successful this group has been.
How do you feel about playing USA basketball, considering you had your injury during USA basketball? And I mean, how do you feel about your future playing with that group?
I feel good. I feel good. It'll come to a family decision ultimately to go all the way through and see if that's something I want to do down the line. But as of now, it's been great. Especially I built a lot of relationships, especially with Mel, because of USA basketball. So we'll see. We'll see down the line. It's definitely a toll on the body. So when that decision comes, it'll be a consulting moment with the family and with the organization.